Car Open House, featuring this all-star Chevy lineup. Up to 25% off or 0% for 84 months. Select new 19 Silverado double cabs. $11,000 off or 0% for 72, plus $4,000 off select new 19 crew cabs. $11,000 off new 19 Silverado HDs. Your choice, 19 Equinox or Traverse. $6,500 off through the end of the month. Shattenkirk Chevrolet Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Is this guy a contractor who does good work or a contractor who needs work? For a reliable recommendation, trust the Better Business Bureau, protecting consumers for over a century. When you go to bbb.org to check out a business, you'll learn if it's BBB accredited, see its grade on customer service, and read honest, useful reviews from local people. For online recommendations you can trust, start with trust at bbb.org/Iowa.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me. Because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
If you're thinking of incorporating or setting up an Iowa LLC, zoom right past LegalZoom and work with Rush Niggett, a Brick Gentry PC. He's set up an affordable online small business package that helps you decide whether to form a limited liability company, LLC, or a corporation. With Rush Niggett's help, it's easy to form your new small business. Learn more online at rushonbusiness.com. Rush Niggett, a business lawyer with Brick Gentry Law PC. Go to rushonbusiness.com. If you're
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and we've got Iowa's largest selection of outdoor furniture. I've got the top domestic and import brands, and I've got fantastic inventory right now. So if you come in and you see what you like, we can have it on your deck within days. If you want a custom special order, we can do that as well. Most all of our import brands can ship within 4 or 5 weeks. Please come see us for all your outdoor furniture needs at Fireplace Superstore.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
For all of your and your family's eye care needs, make it Elite Eye Care. Dr. Ethan Heisman, Dr. Heidi Bell, and Dr. Kelsey Sawatsky provide expert eye care close to home. From eye exams to contact lenses, eyeglasses to sunglasses, make Elite Eye Care your local optometrist. And introducing Vision Therapy. Vision Therapy is a doctor-supervised, non-surgical, and customized program designed to correct vision problems. Elite Eye Care is one of the few optometrists to provide this service in Central Iowa. Set up your next eye care appointment with Elite Eye Care, 9250 University Avenue in West Des Moines, and online at idoctordesmoines.com.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. It's kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
Introducing the new Carhartt shop at G&L Clothing. All the Carhartt you've dreamed of under one roof. Some call it Carhartt Heaven. Stop in today and see for yourself, but be prepared to stay for a while. The new Carhartt shop at G&L Clothing. Open 7 days a week, 1801 Ingersoll. Online at gnlclothing.com.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
Chevrolet Waukee's All-Star Open House, featuring this All-Star Chevy lineup. Up to 25% off or 0% for 84 months. Select new 19 Silverado double cabs. $11,000 off or 0% for 72, plus $4,000 off select new 19 crew cabs. $11,000 off new 19 Silverado HDs. Your choice, 19 Equinox or Traverse. $6,500 off through the end of the month. Shutten-Kurt Chevrolet Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Short second base, number 8, Gabe Swanson.
Good evening and welcome to Waukee. It's time for high school baseball here on CISN.TV. Dar Danielson with you tonight as Waukee will host the Johnston Dragons. It's number 8 Waukee hosting number 1 Johnston in the final regular season poll that was out on Monday as we're heading toward postseason here. And
Leading off, playing second base, number 22, Carson Shaw.
introducing the starting lineups here tonight.
Batting second, playing center field, number 13, Jalen Martinez.
Carson Shaw playing second base. Jalen Martinez playing center field, will batting second.
Walsh. DH for the pitcher, number 3, Charlie Berry.
Charlie Berry will be the pitcher.
Batting fourth, playing first base, number 10, Cole Kaufman.
Cole Kaufman playing first base.
Number 5, Jacob Goyke.
Jacob Goyke will catch.
Batting sixth, left fielder, number 20, Sawyer Wilson.
Sawyer Wilson,
Batting seventh,
left field.
Third baseman, number 27, Tony Oleshko.
Tony Oleshko playing third.
Eighth, right fielder, number 14, Mitch Randall.
Mitch Randall playing right field.
Batting ninth, second shortstop, number 25, Augie Munsame.
Augie Munsame playing shortstop.
And assisted by Ben Twig, Cale Weaver, and Sean O'Brien.
And
For the playing of our national anthem.
now time for the national anthem. There you have it, our national anthem as we get set for baseball here. Johnston 31-5, ranked number 1 in the final poll. Waukee 26-11, ranked number 8 in the final poll. And Charlie Berry on the hill tonight for Waukee. He's 4-0 with a 1.77 ERA. 25 strikeouts to 6 walks. Opponents are hitting .224 against him here on the season. And tonight it's the battle of the gold jerseys. Waukee with the purple numbers. Johnston with the white numbers here tonight as we get ready for high school baseball. These two teams winding down the regular season, looking to the postseason. And not a bad night right now. 88 degrees out here, and well, a few clouds out there, but pretty good night. Doesn't look like there's much of a breeze out there at all. So, except in the press box where we have a fan blowing across.
Leading off for the Dragons, number 19, Ben Wilms.
Ben Wilmus leading off, the shortstop for the Dragons. To get us underway, he's hitting .381. On the season. Steps in. First pitch is a strike on the outside. And he steps back in. Outside this time too far out, and it's even 1-1 count. Righty delivers. Strike called. So 1-2. Here, one was behind in the count again to lead it off. This one right up through the middle, right by the pitcher for a base hit by Wilmus. A hard one on the ground. That brings up Peyton Williams, the first baseman for the Dragons. Williams hitting .491 for Johnston. Home run leader with 14. Walked 21 times, struck out 10. And takes a ball on the first pitch. Short lead for Wilmus over there at first. This one racked right over the second baseman. And everybody's going to advance. As the ball got out there, and now runners at second and third. No outs to lead it off. That brings up the right fielder, Andrew Nord. Nord coming in, hitting .426. 46 RBI. 15 walks, 18 strikeouts. And Nord steps in with a chance right away to get the Dragons on the board. Wilmus at third, Williams at second. He looks into Goike, gets a sign. And there's a strike. Had him thinking about it. He held up, and it's strike called. 0-1 ahead on the batter here. Outside pitch for ball. 1-1. Here's a delivery. Chopped. Oh, right by the third baseman. That'll score a run. As Williams gets into third. And a single for Nord and RBI. And the Dragons are up 1-0. That brings up the catcher, number 1, Cade Moss. Hitting .455. With 32 RBIs, 7 strikeouts, 14 bases on balls. And this one, hit to the second baseman. He'll go to 2 and then over to first. But played a run. Double play. And that'll bring up Jake Tilgis, the third baseman. And that one's outside, low. for ball one. And they got the double play, but they gave up a run doing it, so now trail 2-0 here. And that's a ball. 2-0 count on Tilges. And that one's hit foul. Here's the 2-0. Slapped over to the third baseman. He'll come up throwing and get the put out. 5-3 to end the inning. 2 runs on 3 ends, no errors and none left on. At the end of a half inning, it's Johnston 2, Waukee coming to bat in the bottom of the first on CISN.TV.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back here at Waukee, we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Warriors with a little work to do as Johnston gets 2 runs on 3 hits. Single, double, a single. And that'll bring up the Warriors, leading off Carson Chow, the second baseman, followed by Jalen Martinez, the center fielder. Then Alex Walsh will DH here for Waukee. Defensively, Jacob Drager on the mound. He's 3-0 with a 1.98 ERA. 16 Ks to 18 walks. Cade Moss behind the plate. First pitch is low. Williams at first, Swanson at second, Wilmus at short, Tilges at third. Across the outfield, Shoop, Anderson, and Nord for the Dragons. This had fouled off the right side. 1-1. And Schall steps in. Chopper right back to the pitcher. He'll field the high hop and then throw it over for out number 1 and get the leadoff batter. That'll bring up Jalen Martinez, the center fielder, hitting .336. And pitch is outside for ball 1. And 2-0 to Martinez. 7 walks, 12 strikeouts, and there's the ball. So 3-0 count here. And a 4-pitch walk. And just what Waukee needs here. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. Alex Walsh, the DH, hitting .286 with 25 RBI, 13 walks, and 13 strikeouts. That one drops in there for a strike. 0-1. Martinez inches off first base. And the throw, he gets back easily. Drager on the mound for the Dragons. Looks into Cade Moss. Delivers Yist on the inside edge for a strike. 0-2. Walsh in the hole here. DHing for the pitcher, Charlie Berry, in the 3 spot. This one looks like, is it going to get there? Not in time. Advances a runner, but put out on the fielder's choice.
For the Warriors, number 10, Cole Kaufman.
Or, excuse me, thrown out at first, I should say. For the second out. Kind of wondering if that ball was going to get out there. Cole Kaufman, the first baseman, up for Waukee, takes a big cut at the first pitch for a strike. And Martinez at second. Drager looks in, checks the runner, and time called now. Oh, 1 chopper toward the first baseman. He'll handle it to make the put out. Unassisted. So Waukee, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 1 complete, Johnston 2, Waukee nothing on CISN.TV.
Everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Here at Waukee, we go to the top of the second inning. It'll be the 6, 7, 8 batters for the Dragons, who lead 2-0 here. Put up 2 in the top half of the first, and then gave up a walk and then shut down the side for Waukee. And it'll be Caden Steck, the DH, the second baseman Gabe Swanson, and then Parker Shoup, the left fielder, due up here for the Dragons in the top of the second inning. And
leading off the inning for the Dragons, number 20, Caden Steck.
Caden Steck steps in, takes it outside for a ball. Steck, 9 strikeouts, 5 walks, .319 batting average, and takes a strike there. That one drops in. 1-1. That one's high. Charlie Berry on the mound, Goike at the plate, Kaufman, Schau, Menzime, and Oleshko, around the bases. This in a chopper over to Oleshko. Throws it high, but to get the big first baseman over there, pulls it in for out number 1. The outfield, Wilson, Martinez, and Randall left to right for Johnston. That brings up Gabe Swanson, the second baseman, hitting .330. Jennifer in Colorado is watching. Which side is she watching? The team in gold, I would say, probably. The team with the gold jerseys. There's the one ripped over the second baseman, all the way back to the wall. And pulling in to second base is Gabe Swanson, the second baseman, with a double. And
Now up to the plate for the Dragons, number 3, Parker Shoop.
Dragons have another runner on base with one out. Parker Shoop, the left fielder, hitting .425 to the plate. As you see in on the left side. Shortstop sneaks in a little bit behind the runner, but nothing happened to come to the plate for a ball. Barry checks back, delivers a strike to Shoop. Shoop 25 RBIs on the season. And takes one there in the back. That's the third time he's been plunked. So now 2 runners on, and that brings up the center fielder, Reese Anderson, the number 9 hitter. Bottom of the order here with runners at first and second, 1 out. Usually the Warriors would like another double play to get out of the inning without any damage. Barry checks his runner at second. There's a attempt at a bunt. It comes high behind the plate. Waukee got the mask off and turned around, but it wasn't that high that he could spin back there and get to it. Well, here's the 0-1. There's a strike on that outside corner. Up on him now, 0-2. Everybody will be going here. Barry looks, checks the runner. Deals. Strike 3 called. Goes down looking for out number 2.
The strikeout brings up number 19.
That'll bring up the top of the order. Ben Wilmus, the shortstop, was singled. His first time up and scored the first run of the game. Is he related to Brooke Wilmus? There's a strike. Brooke will be with us in Fort Dodge for softball starting Monday. They're on CISN.TV. That one drops in for strike number 2. Wilmus let it go all the way. Wasn't sure it was going to drop in like that, and it did. So he's behind 0-2. High, outside. Checks in. Chopper to the third baseman. He looks over and then realizes there's 2 outs and throws to first to end the inning. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 2 left on. At the end of 1.5, Johnston 2 will go to the bottom of the second with Waukee up to bat after this on CISN.TV.
Is this guy a contractor who does good work or a contractor who needs work? For a reliable recommendation, trust the Better Business Bureau, protecting consumers for over a century. When you go to bbb.org to check out a business, you'll learn if it's BBB accredited, see its grade on customer service, and read honest, useful reviews from local people. For online recommendations you can trust, start with trust at bbb.org/Iowa.
We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Waukee with the 5, 6, 7 batters due up. The catcher, Jacob Goyke. Left fielder, Sawyer Wilson. And the third baseman, Tony Oleszko. For Waukee, trailing 2-0 after Johnston put 2 up in the first. Warriors got a walk and moved him to second, but then left him stranded there in the first inning. And here comes Goyke hitting .232 on the season. Takes a strike. And a ball, 1-1. That one's low for ball 2. Drager on the mound, Cade Moss behind the plate, Peyton Williams first, Gabe Swanson, Ben Wilmus, and Jake Tilges. Around the bases from left to right, it's Parker Shoup, Reese Anderson, and Andrew Nord in the outfield left to right for the Dragons. He fouls that off and evens it up at 2-2. That one stays up high on him. Didn't come in, so we got a full count on the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second. That one's low. So base on balls. Second one given up here. Last time they got out of it without any damage. To bring up Sawyer Wilson, the left fielder.
Kyle Whitty. Now to the plate, number 20, Sawyer Wilson.
And here's pitch is low.
Yeah.
Checks the runner at first. And a swing and a miss. And Brooke Wilmus is joining us. Are your ears burning? We were talking about you up here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
1-1 count to Wilson. Oh, and hits him. So each pitcher's hit a batter. I don't think there's been any, none of the stuff where they were going at him, but just pitches that got away.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
So you ready for Fort Dodge?
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Awesome opportunity for myself and also these other girls, so I'm really happy to be up there.
And I know a lot of was it 1 through 3A is set, and the 4A and 5A will be set tonight. So, and Waukee playing up here too for a chance to go to state, and that's always. Well, you've been in those games. What's it like in that game to win to go on to Fort Dodge?
Yeah, it's super nerve-wracking. You're thinking about it the whole day, trying to get up to the game, and then once you get up there and you start playing that other team, you just really just go for it, and you have nothing to lose right then and there. So you just really rely on each other, rely on your teammates, and hopefully you pull out that win.
Here's the third baseman, Tony Oleszko, and he squares like he's going to bunt. And takes it for a ball. So Waukee looking maybe to move the runners over here with the Oleszko. He looks at it again and pulls back. Sometimes that could throw that pitcher off when you square like that, can't it?
For sure, yeah. When he turns around early, it's really hard to focus in on the strike zone, and sometimes he can really get it above there.
Checks the runner at second. Squares again and again. That one just low. So a full count here to Oleszko. No outs. Walked the lead off. Hit the second batter. Now 3-0 on the third. I got a feeling this one's coming right on in. Yep, there's a strike. And it's 3-1 to Tony Oleszko, the third baseman. His first trip to the plate here. And he pulls back on that one, so we got a full count. So now it flips back into the pitcher's
really
advantage.
Great, really great to see him battle back when he was down 3-0. You really don't want to walk or put this batter on because then it causes a bases loaded with no outs.
Here's the pitch, fouled off. And it takes that bunt out of the equation too.
Yeah, it's not an easy out anymore. You got to execute those pitches because if you walk the batter, then you have to play completely different than when if you have one out with just runners on first and second.
Checks that runner at second. Here's the pitch. Slapped right up off the pitcher, and it's going to ricochet off at a place where nobody can get to it. So everybody's safe, and not the result Johnston wanted, but for Waukee, he'll take it.
Yeah,
you get on base.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when the batter gets a base hit instead of just walking him, giving him that free base. You really know that he earned that base hit, and now the bases are loaded for the Warriors.
And now the question is Drager. It didn't look like he bent over, was hurt too much, but that pitch off the shin, they're going to look him over pretty good, make sure he's okay on that. And they may make a switch here as it went off his leg. And
Attention, now into pitch for the Dragons, number 18, Zach Heisterkamp.
so Zach Heisterkamp will come in to pitch. So if you got to be careful too here with that, somebody's injured, you don't want them to stay out there, and then too, you're thinking postseason right now because this game, doesn't mean anything really, but you want to look to the postseason and have everybody healthy and ready to go.
Yeah, for sure, and also his pitch count might have been getting up there too. So in baseball, you have a certain amount of pitches and the rest days that you have to take, and the fact that he gave up quite a few walks and hits, it really didn't look so good, so they decided to bring someone else in.
So Heisterkamp will come in.
I gave you the wrong name from Colorado. I got Jennifer mixed up with Stacy in Colorado.
Oh, Stacy's in Colorado.
Jennifer's here.
Okay.
Touchdown for the Warriors, number 14, Mitch Randall.
So that brings up Mitch Randall, the right fielder. Comes up with the bases loaded. Heisterkamp comes on in relief for Drager, who took one off the leg. And that one breaks, but not in far enough, and it's a ball. And to Mitch Randall. He's hitting 269. And that one catches the corner. So it looks like going to give him a little off-speed stuff to work with here.
And with the Dragons being up 2, the middle infielders can play back, and they can turn that double play and get 2 outs, and then that's just one more out away from the inning.
This one chopped out there to the pitcher. He'll come to the plate, gets the force at home on the fielder's choice.
Now to bat,
So
number 25, Augie Munzame.
bases stay loaded, but they got one out now. That brings up the bottom, the number 9 hitter, Augie Munzame, the shortstop. Here and now, the one out, you got the double play in play to get out of the inning and clear the bases with no harm.
Yeah, I think the middle infielders will stay back and pinch the middle a little bit, and they'll probably go for that double play. And then a ground ball to the corners, they'll probably go 4 and then to first base to get that double play and out of the inning.
Takes that one on the inside off the bat, fouls it back. Kind of in on the hands a little bit. And it's 0-1. Heisterkamp with the delivery and just misses that one. 1-1. And he holds off that. The runner's going to come. And he got him at the plate. Caught stealing from third, Sawyer Wilson. For the second out. So you got runners now at first and third. And is that the base coach usually telling you go or stay, watching that? Or
I think that's a complete read on the runner. By the time the coach tells you to go or not, it's too late. So the fact that he saw it and he saw the catcher bobble it and it went behind him, he just made the read to try and go home. But great job by Heisterkamp to, even though the ball did get behind Moss, he came back and he ran down plate and they got that out. So
yeah,
great job by both.
He didn't
of them.
become a spectator either. He came in and the catcher got back and got it.
You do see that a lot of days where the pitchers don't really come in as hard to home plate, but you see exactly right there why they're taught to come hard all the time.
So a 2-2 count to Munzame. Lots happened when he's been up there, but this one is fair ball, and he won't be able to have a play on that, and that'll bring a run in. So a single down the line there for Munzame.
Number 22, Carson Shao.
And that brings up top of the order again the second baseman, Carson Shao, who grounded out to first base this last time up. And the Warriors right back in it now with a run on the board. And diving the second is Randall. And now a chance for Shao to possibly tie it up with a base hit. That one stays outside. Yeah, it's in the curve in for a strike, 1-1. Heisterkamp looks into Cade Moss. Here's a chopper back to the pitcher, and he'll just underhand it over to end the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. At the end of 2 complete, Johnston 2, Waukee 1. We'll go to the top of the third after this on CISN.TV.
Introducing the new Carhartt shop at G&L Clothing. All the Carhartt you've dreamed of under one roof. Some call it Carhartt Heaven. Stop in today and see for yourself, but be prepared to stay for a while. The new Carhartt shop at G&L Clothing. Open 7 days a week, 1801 Ingersoll. Online at gnlclothing.com.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
Just coming, then you kind of want to. And we're back here at Waukee. We'll go to the top of the third inning. It'll be the 2-3-4 batters for Johnston. And Waukee put a run on the board in the last inning, so it's 2-1. Dar Daniels near. Brooke Wilmes, Waukee alum. And what have you been doing since leaving?
I actually went to Johnston.
Oh, Johnston. That's right. I'm sorry. Johnston alum.
Yeah, but
I'm mixed up with both the gold and the purple.
I know,
Johnston. That's right.
That's a little crazy today. But I am currently going to be a junior at the University of Missouri. I play softball there. So just playing each season, and it's really awesome. It's a lot of fun.
Cool. And she'll be joining us here starting Monday at Fort Dodge for our coverage of the girls' state softball tournament. Peyton Williams up. He doubled his first time up and scored. And the big lefty stands in there. Takes a good cut at that one. Fouls it off.
Earlier this game, Peyton Williams got his 200th career high school hit. Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah. And now Waukee looking, there's one lifted to the left side. Everybody's on the run. It's kind of in the sun and couldn't quite get it. It's hard for that left fielder coming in, and the shortstop is mad at himself because he probably had the better angle coming over against the sun there, didn't he?
Yeah, and he just overran that ball just a little bit. I think going so hard, he didn't know when to slow up, and he was just trying to get the ball, and he just overran it just a little bit.
But you're looking straight back to the west here where that sun is going down, and so you're going to have trouble with that in the eyes. But
yeah, that left side looks a little bright over there right now.
Barry up 0-2 on Williams. This one is foul down the left side. So Williams is protecting up there. That was a good rip foul. And outside. So what's it been like in it's Columbia?
Yep.
Has it been warm and hot like it has been here in Iowa?
It hasn't been as hot as up here, which is kind of shocking, but actually the winters are really cold, just like up here, and then the summers are usually, I wouldn't say mild, but mid-80s most of the time. Pretty nice weather.
So
once
being
it
a little
turns
farther
warm.
south, not warmer?
It's actually not as bad. It's been hotter here than it has been in Columbia.
So he fouled that one off. Williams, he's hanging in there. The 1-2. This one hit toward the center fielder. He's going back. Gone! Over the fence. Home run. Peyton Williams. And that is number 15 on the season. He's their leader in home runs. And that just kind of, center fielder looked like he had a bead on it, but it just kept carrying.
Yeah, he has so much power within his swing, and it's been awesome to watch him this year. And whenever he gets a hold of the ball, it just goes so far.
So that brings up the right fielder, Andrew Nord. So that run that Waukee got back, they give up here. And that one's fouled off. And the 0-1. There's a strike. So Candy's ahead of the batter. And that one's outside. Trying to get him to fish at one a little bit there. This one is chopped in the hole between third and second for Nord. So he gets his second base hit of the day.
Single brings up number 1, Cade Moss.
That'll bring up Cade Moss. Hit into the double play his first time up. 0 for 1 so far here in the third inning. And there's a swing and a miss. For Nord, I know he's got some speed. I've seen him play football. So he's probably one they want to watch a little bit.
Yeah, make sure they keep him close to the bag.
And they throw back. This one hit toward the shortstop, flips it, and then a little wide on the throw. That was moving slow enough to the shortstop. It was going to take a good hard throw anyway to get to, I think, on that one.
Yeah, that grass really slowed that ball down. If it would have been a little faster, I think it wouldn't have had to been rushed by the second baseman when he tried to turn it, and that's why he overthrew it, because he had to get rid of it so quickly.
Brings up Jake Tildis, the third baseman. He grounded out to the first baseman his last time up and takes that ball for ball one. And that one's low. Ball two. Outside, ball three. And there's ball four. Looked like Barry was trying to overthrow just a little bit that time.
Just a little bit. And good job by Tildis not to chase anything out of the zone and make sure he got his pitch. But I think the Waukee pitcher is just trying to overthrow just a little bit, being a little bit too cautious, and that's why all four of those balls were out of the strike zone.
Brings up Caden Steck. He grounded out his last time up. And he gets hit. Second batter hit here. And now we're going to have a little meeting on the mound. And I think Barry, too, got a little, after that play where it was thrown wide, he was hoping for the double play there and then tried to overthrow a little bit to compensate. But sometimes we'll see if the manager comes out, their coach comes out and talks to him a little bit, calms him down, gets him back on track, or they make a change.
I think he really just wanted to try and get his team another double play because he knew they could have turned it, but now he's just trying to overthrow and be a little bit too perfect when he just needs to get in there and give the batter something to hit so maybe they can turn a double play.
Brings up Gabe Swanson, the second baseman. He doubled his last time up. Bases loaded here. One out. And Barry looks in, gets a sign. That's the corner there. Strike one. One out, runners at first, second, and third. That pitch is too far outside, 1-1. Inside. 2-1. And outside for 3-1. It's another thing, too, when the bases are loaded, trying to be too perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, and with the last two batters, with walking him and then hitting the batter, now I feel like he's just overthinking it a little bit, and because of that, he's gotten behind in this count.
It brings that one. It's lifted deep, and that's going to drop in there. For the RBI double, 2 RBI. And now another meeting on the mound. So when you get you win, go to the state tournament, you really don't have a lot of time to prepare, and you really don't change a lot, though, when you're going there, do you? You kind of, what do you work on as you prepare for your first
You just focus on the small little things. Everything that was in the game that you did possibly wrong, you just go in those practices and you work on the small things, whether that's bunting, and then you just take a lot of reps, do a lot of ground balls, a lot of fly balls, situations, and that's all you can do. You've worked for this. You've made to the state tournament. There's nothing else you can do. Just make everything as perfect as you possibly can.
27, Tony Oleshko.
So Oleshko will come over from third base. And he will be in to pitch for Waukee. He has made 5 appearances, 0-2, 4.59 ERA with 11 strikeouts and 5 walks. So hasn't seen a lot of action this year, but got to get a little bit here. And talked about this game doesn't mean something, but it's Waukee Johnston, so that's kind of become a, being in that rivalry, it's become a good rivalry, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And whatever sports we play, you just always have a competitive game no matter what, because you know that they're your crosstown rivals no matter whether that is. So you just go out and you still play hard because you still want the bragging rights over this game against the other opponents.
A little bit similar. Both started out smaller and have been growing like crazy, the districts and that, and it's just both kind of on a little bit of a parallel path there.
Yeah. It's crazy how big these school districts have gotten, especially Waukee when they're about to open a second high school. So it'll be very interesting to see where these schools go in terms of growth with their school districts.
So that'll bring up Parker Shoup, the left fielder. He was hit by a pitch, left on base in the second. This one, sky high up in the air. Left fielder trying to look to the sun and makes the catch. Runner tags, but not deep enough to bring him home. So there's out number 2 for Johnston. That brings up Reese Anderson, the center fielder. And Oleshko on the mound. One-0 pitch, swing, and got a piece of it. 1-1. Checks the runners. This one is going to go foul right side. Anderson struck out looking his first time up. And this one hit toward the shortstop and nowhere to go. It'll be an error on the shortstop.
Now up to bat for the Dragons, number 19, Ben Wilmus.
And that brings up Ben Wilmus. Do you know him?
Yeah, he just so happens to be in the same household as me.
Oh, does he? He singled, the grounded out, and takes a ball here. So 1 for 2 so far. Do you give him tips?
Even if I gave him tips, he wouldn't listen to them.
Typical brother and sister,
Yeah.
Runner goes, no throw. And it's a 3-0 count, so is he going to take one or swing?
Oh, he's for sure taking that pitch. When you have a hitter like Peyton Williams behind you, you just find a way to get on.
If it were me and it was 3-0, I'd swing, but that was me.
I don't think his coach would be very
I rarely
happy
got in
with
the
him if he
game,
did
so
that.
when I got up there, I swung the bat. But that one's inside for ball 4.
Now to play for the Dragons, number 24, Peyton Williams.
So they've moved around Peyton Williams, who homered his last time up. He's got a double and a homer here, and now comes up with the bases loaded. And this one is lifted high. Is it going to stay on the diamond? I think it is, and it could be a play. Oh! Is it fair? It's a fair ball. Looking into the sun. So that'll be an error on the third baseman. And that was not an easy one looking up into the sun.
No, that's one of those hard ones. You really got to stick with it and got to realize which way the ball is tailing backwards, and it just so happened to tail back into fair territory this time.
Here's the right fielder, Nord. Yeah, that's the bad part about it. If it's foul and it drops, then it's not an issue, but here it ends up costing a run.
Yeah, that really sucks because you're trying to get out of the inning and you really get a good high fly ball and you just can't catch it.
So I have to give him a little grief on that one, and that, he didn't hit it very hard, but got lucky with the sun there.
Yes, he did.
1-1 count. That one bounces high, and the runner will come in from third. And so here's where you just really need to put it in play and get it out.
Yeah, it's been a really rough inning for the Warriors. They're just trying to find ways to get out of the inning, and unfortunately they've had a couple crucial errors when they could have been out of the inning.
Well, there's a 3-1. Called strike there. So it goes to full count. And it's fouled off. And he struck him out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs. 3 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on base. It's 9-1 at the end of 2.5. Back with the bottom of the third after this on CISN.TV.
Chevrolet Waukee's All-Star Open House, featuring this All-Star Chevy lineup. Up to 25% off or 0% for 84 months. Select new 19 Silverado double cabs. $11,000 off or 0% for 72, plus $4,000 off select new 19 crew cabs. $11,000 off new 19 Silverado HDs. Your choice, 19 Equinox or Traverse. $6,500 off through the end of the month. Shuttenkirk Chevrolet Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com. Shuttenkirk Chevrolet Waukee's All-Star Open House, featuring this All-Star Chevy lineup. Up to 25% off.
Back here at Waukee, we'll go to the bottom of the third inning. And gave up 7 runs in the last inning. Things kind of went south a little bit there for Waukee, but time to get back on track here.
Leading off the inning for the Warriors,
In
13, Jalen Martinez.
It'd be Jalen Martinez, the center fielder. He walked and was stranded in the first. And takes the first pitch strike. Thanks to Brooke Wilmus for sitting in for a little bit here. She'll be with us again on CISN.TV for the softball tournament. We're expanding again this year into the quarterfinals. So we'll start on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Bring you the matchups from Fort Dodge. That one's high outside. And he runs it to 3-1 on Martinez. And there's a strike on the outside edge. Martinez thought that was outside. But he'll stay there. And fouls that one off. This one over to the third baseman, charging, throwing, and getting the out. To down Martinez. Got to bring up Alex Walsh, the DH. He grounded out his last time up, or got thrown out rather. Grounded out to the second baseman. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. I'm going to fool him a little there. Took a little off, I think.
Is it the third or fourth?
And there's a ball. 1-2. Bottom of the third. Waukee trying to battle back after giving up 7 in the top half, and there's a strikeout for out number 2. We'll bring up Cole Kaufman.
Now to the plate, number 10, Cole Kaufman.
Takes a ball. Kaufman grounded out to the first baseman his last time up. That one's outside. Heisterkamp came on in relief of Drager. And goes 3-0 to Kaufman. There's a strike. And another one. Full count here. 2 outs. This one hit and the left shortstop was playing over a little bit and couldn't get to it, and there's a base hit. Third hit of the day for Waukee brings up
number 5,
Jacob Goike, the catcher. He reached on a walk and got stranded at third in the second inning. Or no, he got caught stealing, wasn't it? Yeah, in that second. Two-0 to Goike. There's a strike. With Kaufman over at first. Heisterkamp throws it outside. There's a throw down to first. He's back in time. And it's 3-1. Fouled off. And there's a walk. So 2 men on, 2 outs here, and that'll bring up Sawyer Wilson.
Number 33, Kyle Whitty. Now up to the plate, number 20, Sawyer Wilson.
Kyle Whitty will go to first to run for Goike, the catcher. And Wilson was hit by a pitch his last time up. Nine to 1, Johnston. Waukee trying to answer back here in the bottom of the third. That one just hung out there and caught the outside corner. This one inside, and that was almost to protect yourself there as it came in on the hands and turned, got it off the handle. And it's 0-2 to Wilson. This one, ooh, right up to the pitcher. Shortstop comes over, though, makes a nice flip to get the out to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base here at the end of 3 complete. Johnston 9, Waukee 1 on CISN.TV.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community. You want to get...
Here at Waukee, we'll go to the top of the fourth inning. Johnston leading Waukee 9-1. It'll bring up the 4, 5, and 6 batters. They batted around in the top of the third. And then a little more as they put up 7 runs to open up what had been a 2-1 ball game to 9-1. And catcher due up, Cade Moss.
Leading off the inning for the Dragons, number 1, Cade Moss.
Who is 0 for 2 with a run scored. Reached out a fielder's choice in the third and scored. And this one drives toward the right fielder, and he makes the catch. Almost came in, looked like it might get by him, but he ended up making the catch out there. Randall, and now that brings up Jake Tilgis, the third baseman for Johnston. Grounded out and walked, 0 for 1. There's a strike. That one stays upstairs, 2-1. Sun going down a little bit here. Lights are on and fouled off. Got a few funky looking clouds out there to the left. Beyond the outfield over the softball diamond. Beyond the football field over there. 2-2. And that one way inside, kind of turned and got that off the end of the bat by the handle. Chopper to third, takes it, and time. And that's Barry over there.
Number 20, Caden Steck.
At third as Olesko came to the mound. Barry went over to third. That brings up Caden Steck, the DH. He grounded out, was hit by a pitch and scored. And takes a strike. Looks like Waukee punched their ticket over there on the softball diamond. Or trip to state. Peter Tarpey's checking on that. 1-2 the count here. Caden Steck, the DH for the Dragons. 22 now the count. 2's across the top. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And he takes the second. hit by pitch for Caden Steck. And that time really no way to get out of the way. Gabe Swanson, the second baseman, comes up. With 2 outs, a runner on. Swanson has 2 doubles. Productive day for him. He takes a strike. 2 for 2 and a run scored. And 2 RBI off that second double. It's low. Swanson motions to Steck to stay put. As a ball didn't get away. Waukee gets a 14-3 victory over Iowa City High, top-ranked Waukee softball team. So they're going to state. This one is lifted high toward the right fielder, Randall, and he'll make the play. And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. For Johnston in the top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Waukee coming up, needing some runs, trailing 9-1 on CISN.TV.
For 84 months, select new 19 Silverado double caps. $11,000 off or 0% for 72, plus $4,000 off select new 19 crew caps. $11,000 off new 19 Silverado HDs. Your choice, 19 Equinox or Traverse. $6,500 off through the end of the month. Shutenkirk Chevrolet Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com. Shutenkirk Chevrolet.
Cooper Smith.
Back here at Waukee, we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. And Johnston will bring in Cooper Smith to pitch. Let's check his numbers here. 4 starts, 6 appearances, 1-1 with a 2.06 ERA. 21 strikeouts and 10 walks with the opponents hitting .212 against him. So good strikeout to walk ratio for him, 2-1 there. And it'll be Oleshko coming up to hit for
the inning for the Warriors, number 27, Tony Oleshko.
Now pitching. And he started at third. He got a single and scored the only run for the Warriors here in this game so far. In the 7-hole, takes a ball. So that sun a little bit less of a factor now as shadows across the field. The lights are on. Created some issues earlier in the outfield and then down the third baseline, looking up into the sun. Swing and a miss. A big cut. Oleshko. He goes to 2-1. Low and outside. 3-1. Lifts it high. Left fielder coming over, or center fielder comes over rather, and makes the play for out number 1. Reese Anderson, center field.
The flyout brings up number 14, Mitch Randall.
That brings up Mitch Randall, the right fielder. He reached at a fielder's choice and was stranded at second his last time up. Takes a strike. That one got away. A loops on in. Swing, fooled him there. It's Randall's seen a little bit of everything here. This at bat. And then that one bounces in front of the plate. Saw that first one down the tube for a strike, and then a looper, and then as Cooper Smith now trying to zero in. He's run the count to 2-2 with one out. And called strike. On Randall for out number 2. Could not hold off. Augie Munsame, the shortstop. He singled his last time up and was stranded. Takes a strike. That one's low. Field normal depth out there with 2 outs, 1-1 count. We've eased off a degree since the sun went down. That one's high. Or was it more than that? What was it, 80? I thought it. No, it was a little more than that. It was 88. I was thinking it was 83, but it was 88. So down a little bit now. 3-1, and that's a strike. To run the count full. Menzema trying to keep it going without a 1-2-3, but he hits it to third baseman, and he'll throw it over. And the Warriors go down in order. In the bottom of the 4th, we'll go to the 5th. For Johnston, 8-9, and then the top coming up here. As we go to the 5th inning, they lead 9-1 on CISN.TV.
Thinking of incorporating or setting up an Iowa LLC, zoom right past LegalZoom and work with Rush Niggett, a Brick Gentry PC. He's set up an affordable online small business package that helps you decide whether to form a limited liability company, LLC, or a corporation. With Rush Niggett's help, it's easy to form your new small business. Learn more online at rushonbusiness.com. Rush Niggett, a business lawyer with Brick Gentry Law PC. Go to rushonbusiness.com. If you're
at Waukee, we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. Johnston leading 9-1 here. 9 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. Waukee 1 run, 3 hits here. And it was the 3rd inning that was the big one for Waukee.
Leading off the inning for the Dragons, number 3, Parker Shoup.
And number 8 hitter, the left fielder, Parker Shoup, will lead it off. He was hit by a pitch and flied out to left. And his 2 at-bats so far. Takes the ball. Dar Danielson with you on CISN.TV. That one's catching the edge. He's calling those edges here tonight, consistently throughout. And there's a ball. This one lifted to the left side, and it's going to be out of play. 2-2. This one driven up through the middle for a base hit. And it brings up Reese Anderson, the center fielder. He struck out looking. And then reached on a fielder's choice and scored. Ball. Chopper to third, and he gets by the third baseman. Throw comes in. Runners will advance. Hot smash by Barry there at third. Brings up the top of the order, Ben Wilmus, the shortstop. For Johnston. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. For Waukee, Oleshko did a good job having to come in. Barry got hit in the leg. And Jalen Martinez. Is that? Is that?
Attention. Now in the pitch for the Warriors.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll tell you who the new pitcher is after this on CISN.TV.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. Kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
Here at Waukee, a pitching change. Jalen Martinez will come in. With runners at second and third. And Ben Wilmus, the shortstop, coming up. Singled, grounded out. Reached on an error. He scored 2 runs. That one's low. This one driven up toward left field and caught. Runner tags, looks at it, and will hold. So out number 1.
The flyout brings up number 24, Peyton Williams.
I'll bring up Peyton Williams, who doubled, homered, reached on an error. So he's scored after the double. The 2 runs scored. And fouls the first one off. takes a strike. 0-2. Runners at second and third after two singles to lead off the inning. That one's low. Good job to block that by Waukee. And took a big cut at that one and fouled it off. Looking to get it into play anywhere to try to score that run to give him 10. And a swing and a miss. Goes down swinging. Peyton Williams.
The strikeout brings up number 6, Andrew Nord.
Brings up Andrew Nord, the right fielder. So Williams gets his 11th strikeout. Earlier he had his 15th home run. Ball to Nord. Martinez delivers low. Catcher Cade Moss on deck. That one's low. 3-0. Fouls this one right over into the parking lot. Yeah, it went over the camera, which was good. And there's a walk. So load him up. And to bring up Cade Moss, the catcher, he's got to take the shin guards off. With 2 outs, he kind of waited to see, and now he takes them off and will come out and come to the plate. Where he flied out last time up. Scored 1 run. There's a strike. One out, runners at every base. This one's inside. This one lifted to center. He'll be there. Make the play to end the inning. No runs, no or 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. At the end of 4.5, Johnston 9, Waukee 1. Coming up at the bottom of the 5 after this.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and we've got Iowa's largest selection of outdoor furniture. I've got the top domestic and import brands, and I've got fantastic inventory right now. So if you come in and you see what you like, we can have it on your deck within days. If you want a custom special order, we can do that as well. Most all of our import brands can ship within 4 or 5 weeks. Please come see us for all your outdoor furniture needs at Fireplace Superstore.
Here at Waukee, go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be the top of the order. Due up for Waukee. Ben Shaver will come in to pitch for the Dragons. Big inning for Johnston was the 3rd, where they scored 7 and opened up a 2-1 ball game to where we stand right now, 9-1. Waukee will open up the bottom of the 5th with the top of the order. That'll be Carson Schau, the second baseman.
Number 22, Carson Schau.
He's grounded out twice to the first baseman. Takes a strike. So we got second one is in there for a strike. We'll have men's soccer coming up Friday, Sunday, and then it's girls state softball Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on CISN.TV. That on the Girls High School Athletic Union digital network. But CISN.TV providing the call for you for the quarterfinals to the semis. And that one outside. 3-2. The sidewinder delivery gets him swinging with a strikeout.
Now to play for the Warriors, number 13, Jalen Martinez.
Here's Martinez, who was in pitching. He's walked and grounded out, takes a strike. That can kind of throw off your timing, that guy coming inside like that after seeing the pitcher coming over the top. That's outside, 1-1. Here's a strike, catches that corner. 1-2. And they appealed on the first. He said he did not go. 2-2. The count. Swing and a miss. Strikes out batter number 2. That brings up the DH, Alex Walsh, who's grounded out and struck out here, 0-2. That one hangs way outside. Delivery is there for a strike. Swing and a miss. So just have trouble picking up the timing of that change in delivery. And that is a ball, 2-2. And rings him up, so he strikes out the side. To send the Warriors down in order at the bottom of the fifth. We'll come back to the top of the sixth inning. Johnston up 9-1 after this on CISN.TV.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at Waukee, we move to the top of the sixth inning. Johnston, 9 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. Waukee 1 run on 3 hits, and we'll start in the middle of the order. Jake Tilges,
For the Dragons, number 25, Jake Tilges.
the third baseman. He's grounded out, walked and scored, and grounded out. 0 for 2 with the run scored. Swing and a miss. Start the sixth inning. That one is just outside for a ball. Fouled off down the line. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. For out number 1.
The strikeout brings up number 20, Caden Steck.
Caden Steck, the DH, comes up. He's grounded out, been hit by a pitch twice and scored once. So far on 3 times stepping up there, he swings and misses there. 82 degrees, cooled off a little bit when the sun went down. There's a strike for the pitchers. Still see them working up a little sweat, kind of close out there. And of course the umpire and catcher are always warmest. This one hit hard to the second baseman, bobbles it, comes up and makes the throw for the out. Shaw with the play.
The ground out brings up
For
number 8,
Waukee.
Gabe Swanson.
Out number 2, Gabe Swanson, the second baseman. 2 doubles and a fly out and a run scored and 2 RBI. Johnston has not had a 1-2-3 inning yet. This could be it here. Here's a strike. Another strike. 0-2. Swanson in the hole here. This one protects it, fouls it off. Brought it in on the fist. Here's the 0-2. And he hangs in there again. Martinez on the mound for Waukee. Came in from center field. And this one is lifted to the right side. And dropped. Just looked like a routine one. And Randall dropped it, and Swanson reaches on an error. Third error tonight for the Warriors.
For the Dragons, number 3, Parker Shoup.
That brings up Parker Shoup, the left fielder. Shoup has been hit by a pitch, flied out, and singled. Has not scored, made it to third base, and that's as far as he's gotten. Takes a strike. Martinez. Jack's not holding the runner. There were 2 outs. There's a ball, 1-1. Man, that is outside. Two-one pitch. The lefty is a strike. Swanson out at second. Not holding him on with 2 outs here. Number foul. I think that went off of his foot the way he came out of there. And taking his time to shake that off. And Shoup will collect himself and step back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second. And he holds off the high one to send the count full. Long look in for the sign. Delivers. Lifted to center. Circling under it. To his right makes the play. And will end the inning. No runs, no hits. 1 error and 1 left on base. So at the end of 5 1/2, Johnston 9, Waukee 1. Bottom of the 6th after this on CISN.TV.
The new Carhartt shop at G&L Clothing. All the Carhartt you've dreamed of under one roof. Some call it Carhartt Heaven. Stop in today and see for yourself, but be prepared to stay for a while. The new Carhartt shop at G&L Clothing. Open 7 days a week, 1801 Ingersoll. Online at gnlclothing.com.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
19. Back here at Waukee.
Now pitching for the Dragons, number 19, Ben Wilmus.
19, Ben Wilmus.
For the Warriors, number 10, Cole Kaufman.
Goes out to pitch. Cole Kaufman steps to the plate for Waukee, trailing 9-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. There's the ball. You heard Brooke Wilmus earlier in the broadcast. She'll be with us up at the State Girls Softball Tournament in Fort Dodge. Ben, her brother, And as she said, she would give him advice, but he wouldn't listen. So, typical brother-sister. Even though your sister's playing college softball, it's been to the state tournament. There's a swing and a miss. Or did he get a piece of it? Oh, it looked like a piece of it.
Did she start for 4 years or 5?
I was going to ask her. I think she played in 8th grade, didn't she? I think, yeah.
She came up early.
Softball. That's the only sport where you can play 5 years, isn't it? Or baseball. No. That one's high out to left field for the out.
The flyout brings up number 5, Jacob Goike.
That brings up Jacob Goike, the catcher. Was grounded out. Or no, he grounded out and then, no, he's walked twice. Can't read my handwriting here. 2 walks. Was caught stealing home. There's the strike. Two 2-1 count here. Full count. And there's a strike. This is just the second time Wilmus has pitched. And strikeout thrown out. Out number 2.
Now to bat for the Warriors, number 20, Sawyer Wilson.
Brings up Sawyer Wilson. He was hit by a pitch and grounded into a fielder's choice. 0 for 1. There's a strike. Clouded up a little more here. That one comes inside. One and 2. Swing and catcher drops it. He'll throw down again. And that's it. Waukee goes down in order in the bottom of the 6th. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Johnston leading 9-1 on CISN.TV.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. It's kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
Here we go. Top of the 7th. Johnston leading Waukee 9-1. Here in Waukee, Dar Danielson with you on CISN.TV. Only meeting between these two teams here. Johnston, number 1 in the final regular season rankings. Waukee, number 8. And
leading out the inning for the Dragons, number 12, Reese Anderson.
Reese Anderson will lead it off. And drives one. Oh, off the glove of the right fielder running toward it. And that'll be a hit. As it was kind of a rocket out there. Ben Wilmus is pitching. Now comes to the plate. Single grounded out, walked, flied out, scored 2 runs. 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, and fouls that one. And struck out the side pitching last inning, top of the inning here. He's had a busy night. This one is lifted over the right side, foul. Looks like they're got the banner and getting their pictures taken for state tournament over there. The Waukee girls beat Iowa City tonight to advance to Fort Dodge. Top rated. That one, oh, nice play diving. Makes the play. And Carson Shaw goes down, gets that ball, comes up, and throws out the runner. And bring up Peyton Williams. Doubled home run, reached in an error, and struck out. And swinging at the first pitch. Takes the ball, 1-1. Hit home run number 15, leading the team. That's a ball. 2-1. Hitting .491 coming into this one. And chops it foul. Trying to find the rhythm on Martinez here. Is on the mound. He looks in. Anderson out at second. Drives it down to the first baseman. He'll glove it, step on the play, or step on the bag rather. For the second out, runner advances on to third.
Off to the play for the Dragons, number 6, Andrew Nord.
The right fielder, Andrew Nord, steps to the plate. Single, a ground out, a strikeout, and a walk for Nord. Takes it outside high. One-0 pitch. Inside. Well, that's the thing now, that runner at third. One gets by the catcher. Got a chance to send him home here. Reese Anderson, who singled to lead off the inning. Slowly made his way around. There's 3-0 now with the ball. And this one's lifted high to left. Way back. Gone. Home run by Nord. 2-run homer. Fifth of the season for Nord. So he was not taking on the 3-0. He got the green light and drove it out over the left field fence. Brings up Cade Moss, the catcher. It's a swing and a miss. That makes it a 10-run lead here. The top of the 7th with 2 outs. That one's high, 1-1. That one bounces for a ball. Jalen Martinez. Barry started. And this one is hit to the shortstop. He'll come up, and it's in the dirt. And he'll reach first. Brings up Tilgis.
Out to bat for the Dragons, number 25, Jake Tilgis.
So an error on the shortstop on the throw, and Tilgis two ground outs, a strikeout, and a walk, and a run scored, and a ball. So 0 for 3 with a run scored. Swing and a miss. That one's inside. 21 to count. 2 outs, runner at first. Johnston trying to build on an 11-1 lead. And right back to Martinez, who will lob it over to first to end the inning, not before 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 left on and one error, 1 left on base. So at the end of 6 1/2, 11-1, Johnston, Waukee coming up in the 7th. A lot of work to do on CISN.TV.
Waukee's All-Star Open House, featuring this All-Star Chevy lineup. Up to 25% off or 0% for 84 months. Select new 19 Silverado double cabs. $11,000 off or 0% for 72, plus $4,000 off select new 19 crew cabs. $11,000 off new 19 Silverado HDs. Your choice, 19 Equinox or Traverse. $6,500 off through the end of the month. Schuttenkirk Chevrolet Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com. Schuttenkirk.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning here. 7, 8, 9 due up for Waukee. Trailing Johnston 11-1. Here in that last inning, 2 runs off the homer by Andrew Nord for Johnston. Pushed it out. There had been 2-1 into the 3rd, and that's when Johnston exploded for 7 runs. And that'll bring up Tony Oleshko. For Waukee. He singled and scored the only run. for the Warriors in the second. Flied out in his other at bat. Takes a strike. Ball. Big orange moon out there in left center. Ball 2, 2-1. Catcher couldn't quite run it down. Moss got back there, tried to draw a bead on it. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now to bat for the Warriors, number 14, Mitch Randall.
Brings up Mitch Randall, the right fielder. Reached on a fielder's choice and struck out. Big wind-up and deals for the strike. Tried to get him reaching, and did. Swing and a miss. Really had him reaching there. Out number 2.
Now to bat for the Warriors, number 25, Augie Munzame.
Augie Munzame. Shortstop up. Takes a strike. Yep, Augie's a good baseball name. Singled and grounded out. Takes a strike low. From Jacob May. That one misses. 1-2. And strikes out the side. And that'll do it.
Final score is Johnston 11, Waukee 1.
11-1. Johnston gets the win here. Waukee falls to 24-12. And for Johnston, win number 32 against 5 losses on the season. Top-ranked team. Keeping up their momentum a little bit here as they look toward the start to the playoffs. And the big inning for Johnston came in the third when it was a 2-1 ball game, and they plated 7, broke it open, and then cruised on home from there to down Waukee. So coming up Friday, Des Moines Menace on CISN.TV. Friday, Sunday, we have USL League 2 soccer. Then Monday, Fort Dodge Girls State Soccer Tournament gets underway. So join us for that on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union digital network. So thanks for joining us here tonight. The final, Johnston over Waukee 9-1 on CISN.TV.